New tonight, a cruise ship crisis is nearing its end. Why passengers are being escorted off in hazmat suits. Maggie Rulli with ABC News has the latest.
Right here, this is where the cruise ship is expected to not dock. It's never going to dock here in the Canary Islands, but it will be just offshore. Right now, we're standing at the port here in Tenerife, and this is the first piece of land that all the passengers on that cruise ship will touch after being on the cruise ship for weeks. We understand that the passengers on board are going to be ferried off in small groups of 5. They'll then be taken to the port here where they'll be processed. Everyone will be boarded onto military guarded buses. All of them will be in hazmat suits, and then they'll be taken to an isolated portion of the airport where they'll finally then fly on to their home countries. Now, we do understand those repatriation flights could start landing as soon as tonight, including the one for the 18 Americans on board that ship. Now, we know the CDC has confirmed they will be here to meet and escort the Americans back to the States, where they'll then be taken to the National Quarantine Unit in Omaha, Nebraska. And if that sounds familiar, that place, it's because it's the exact same place people were taken during the early days of the COVID-19 outbreak. Now, we did just have the chance to speak with a doctor on board the ship, an American oncologist from New York, who, when the ship's original lead doctor fell sick and was later diagnosed with hantavirus, it was Dr. Kornfeld, the American doctor, who stepped in to become the ship's de facto lead doctor. And he describes what he's been through. It's just this intense, surreal week that he's only now starting to process. People were falling ill. They didn't know they had hantavirus on board this ship. He didn't know he was leading the response to a medical crisis until much later. Now, he says everyone is ready for the relief of being back on American soil. He knows there's a long quarantine process ahead, but everyone on the ship anyway is not showing any signs currently of hantavirus, and they feel as if they're starting to be over the hump and the end is in sight. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Tenerife, Canary Islands.